All right, welcome back to Post Game Live. 122-95 is your final score. Kings dropped their fourth in a row here at Golden One Center. 6-11 is their home record right now. Here are the final stat. I mean, come on now. Come on, Chelsea.
It's hard to win games when the other team is shooting way above 50% and you're below 40%. I mean, that's really, really tough. You got to be at the free throw line double the amount of times to be able to do that. But another interesting stat right there, 52 points in the paint to Kings 38 and 58 bench points from the Pacers. I was worried about that from the first half, and it continued in the second.
Yeah, you saw those bench points right there as well. As soon as somebody talks out there at the podium or in the locker room, we'll bring it to you. I'll start right there before we get to some of our tapes of Fox and Sabonis. What do you make of no Mike Brown yet, no players yet, no sound yet? Okay.
I love it. I think they're in the locker room, having – I wouldn't say really a heart-to-heart, but they're having hard conversations, right? It's uncomfortable, but you have to be used to that, get used to that if you want to be great. And so those conversations need to happen, whether they're player and coaches in there, or if the coaches are in one room and the players are in the other. Yeah. I'm sure a conversation is happening.
De'Aaron Fox had 23, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. I thought he started this game so strong out there, came out very aggressive. It tailed off in the second half. Sum up De'Aaron tonight for me.
Yeah, he's trying. I feel like he's bringing the energy and trying to set a standard from the beginning of the game. He did the same thing last game. He really tried to put his footprint on the game early, and so he was able to do that today. It doesn't sustain for the rest of. He does well, but I'm saying it doesn't really bleed to the rest of the game with other players. And so I know he's in there thinking of what else can I do?
Right.
What else can I kind of motivate this team to kind of be in the position where everybody thought they would be? Because right now they're not doing that.
Before we get to Sabonis, it just hit me, Chelsea, and I could be totally wrong. I'm seeing two different things offensively and defensively. I'm seeing offensively the effort there, but it's just not clicking for them. Defensively, I'm not seeing the resistance there. Offensively, I don't think they checked out or anything like that. I still think they're trying to run it. They're trying, but they're just in quicksand right now, in mud right now, and can't get flowing out there.
Yeah, maybe they need a whole new reset and mindset, maybe some time away, give them 2 days off, give them some time away to come back with fresh eyes. When you look at something, you look at a puzzle for too long, right? You start seeing the same type of things. If you step away and come back to it, you come back to it with fresh eyes. And so maybe after this conversation, everybody goes home, goes with their family, have a nice holiday, and come back to it, and hopefully do a lot better to in the year, but also going into January.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of basketball left to be played tonight. Sabonis went off. He did have 17 and 21, but it was a hard-earned 17, I felt like, tonight for him. What did you see from Domas?
I mean, Miles Turner was doing all he can, give him the length, and so he missed some layups early, especially in that first half. He had to do a couple of different moves in order to get his shot off in a way that he wanted to. Missed a couple hook shots, but, I mean, he's going to be on the glass. 21 rebounds, and you tried with his assists, and he had one still there, but he had a difficult 17 because they were in the paint getting their hand on the ball when he was penetrating. Had a nice 3 at the top of the key, and so I mean he was trying as well. I'm not saying everybody's not trying their best out there. Nobody is trying to lose the basketball game. I understand that. It's just the way in which it happens. They got to find a way. You can't just surrender yourself to these losses. You got to find a way to turn it on the other end.
All right, we're going to hear from the head coach right now, Mike Brown, speaking to reporters. Here's what he had to say after his team's 122-95 loss.
Man, tough night for us. Tough night for us, obviously, from the field, but even defensively. And there are going to be nights when you don't have it offensively, but, we can't give up 70 points and a half to a team while they're shooting 58, 59% from the floor. And that's what it came down to. We just basically their pace, whether it be in the full court, predominantly in the half court, was at a high level. And we were always a step or at least a half a step behind them when it came to trying to defend them in the second half. I thought in the first half we fought. We gave ourselves a chance. We missed shots that we normally make, and I don't know if that drained us or discouraged us in that first half, but we didn't come out with the same pop in the second half, and got in a big hole. And once we got in a big hole, couldn't find or fight our way out of it.
Mike, that team in the second half looked like they quit, and the fans let them have it. Just what exactly is going on behind the scenes that you can share with us about your team and where they are right now?
I mean, nothing. We had a great walkthrough. Guys were feeling pretty good. We thought we were in a pretty good place. The fans definitely deserve better than what we showed today. And so somehow, some way, we gotta not just give it to them, but we owe it to ourselves. Every man owes it to themselves. And when you look in the mirror, you want to say that you left it all out on the floor, and you tried to play the right way. But giving up 70 points the way we did, it's understandable why the fans let us have it. And like I said, guys were in a good spot. I felt prior to the game, for sure.
Mike, and just in light of that, is this about as low as it's felt all season?
This is pretty low. We've had some other tough moments, but the one thing that I firmly believe in and is if things are going good, you can never get too high, because this league it'll change in a heartbeat. And just like opposite, if things aren't going good, it's going to flip. So don't get too low. Keep trying to be locked in on the next task at hand and go from there. So as much as possible, it stings, it sucks, but try to stay as even-keeled as possible while you're trying to figure out how to get out of the hole that we're in.
Mike, the roster, is what it is right now, and this is the group that you guys have for the moment. What more can you do? What else can be done?
I'm gonna keep searching it. As you know, I was searching a little tonight. We hadn't shot the ball well the last few games from the three-point line. We did 3 games ago when Doug got some good minutes. He helped space the floor, and we ended up scoring 120-something points against Denver. And so I gave him an opportunity tonight. And, but if somebody new steps in and gets an opportunity, like Trey at the 5 and Doug on the floor, that probably means that somebody's going to be out, And tonight it was Isaac and Keon. Those 2 guys have been playing for us as of late, and they were out just because the minutes aren't there. And so I'm going to keep searching, and guys just have to stay ready because their number can be called at any time.
Seemed like you guys controlled Indiana's pick.
All right, that's Mike Brown right there. A lot of people were wondering, hey, why no Keon Ellis? Where's Keon at tonight? You just heard from Mike. He said, he went with Doug, and the minutes weren't quite there. Doug got a shot tonight, 1 for 4, 3 points. Clearly the coach is searching. When you look at it, Chelsea, and I may put you on the spot here.
All right,
I may put you on the spot here because you're a player. You understand. How do you stay ready when you aren't sure whether you're going to play or not?
It's a mentality, honestly. Yes, you have to be in shape. Yes, you have to go get the extra work in because you don't know when your number will be called. One of the players on our team is Sydney Colson. Her number, she'll go 3-4 games without playing, number called, go in and change the nature of a basketball game. And so it's all a mentality. The vets understand it. People understand it. But it gets difficult. It's hard. I've had a DMP before. I've had where I haven't played a game and had to come in the next game and had to do well. Yeah. So it's a mentality. You have to be ready. There's a headspace that you kind of have to go to make sure you're ready.
Yeah, all right. The Kings, meanwhile, they fall tonight 122-95. This homestand continues. I mean, here we are late December. We're talking about